Hi everyone, and welcome to the review of the Mystical Penguin Tarot by Dawn Evans Scaltreto. So we're going to take a walkthrough of each of the cards. You're going to get to see the imagery for every card within the deck, and then we'll talk about it, and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end of the video. So here we go. First card you see, this is showing the back of the deck. So this is what the deck looks like. Every card on the back. Very cute. It's got little penguins facing each other, so totally adorable. And now we're going to go through each of the cards. So we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, and for card number 5, we have an additional one in this deck called Faith. Then we have the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Penguin, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World. Now on to the minors. I'm going to start with the suit of wands. We have the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands, and Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. That concludes the suit of wands. Now for cups, the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Concludes the suit of cups, and we're on to swords. Here we have the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. This concludes the suit of swords. Last suit of pentacles, we have the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. And this concludes the visual part of our program for all of our cards. Lovely little deck. Now we're going to have a chat about the cards, and at the end I will give you my final thoughts on this Mystical Penguin Tarot deck. Okay, here we go. Okay, duckies, let's take a look at this deck, shall we? Okay, first we're going to talk about the cardstock. So now that you've seen the images, we're going to go over 5 different things about this deck. And I have my list to keep me on task because I'm old and I forget shit, okay? Really old today because it's my birthday. Yes. So what better way to kick off my birthday than talking about penguins? Like, come on. It's just a beautiful thing. Okay. So first off, we're going to talk about the cardstock. Now, you guys all know, if you've been watching me any length of time, I hate big cards. I just do. I like to shuffle. I like the way they feel. It's got to be good slip and slide. And I have small hands. Well, they're not tiny, but they're smallish, okay? So let's take a look at our traditional Rider-Waite. Okay, this is always going to be my standard for everything, okay? So we have the Rider-Waite card, and when we hold up our little Fool card, the 2 Fool cards, they actually pretty much match up. So the cardstock is about the same size as the Rider-Waite. And just because we can, I have my handy ruler here, so I can tell you exactly what the measurements are. So we have 11, roughly 11.5 by 7 centimeters. In inches, that is, I'm upside down, so I should read it properly. It's about 4.5 by 2 3/4 inches. So this is a pretty good standard size. So I'm very happy with the size of the cards. The cardstock, it's a thin card, right? So think of a playing card kind of texture, right? So it's that thinness. So I like thin cards too. I do not like thick cards. I find that they wear faster and they get thick over time. All cards will as they use them more, or as you use them more. So the thinness of the card is really nice. And then the coating on the card is the other thing that I think about. So this one is a tiny bit slippery, which means as I'm shuffling, the cards will slide against each other nicely. I have quite a few decks, mostly Oracle cards, where it's thicker stock, and when you try to shuffle them, they don't slide against each other. So that's quite annoying. So I like this about this particular deck. So the stock itself, fantastic. Good job. I like it. Now, then we're going to look at the images. Well, I can't say any more about how freaking cute they are. We just went through the walkthrough of each of the cards. They're adorable, okay? Even if you don't like penguins, you should by now, just because of how cute these cards are. The artwork, stunning. Like, Dawn did such a great job with this deck. I can't speak about it enough. Again, I'm going to hold up the 2 cards. So we've got the Rider-Waite and we've got the Penguin Tarot deck, right? And if you look at the imagery, she has portrayed sort of the traditional Rider-Waite version in what she's created with the Penguin Tarot. Is it exact? No. But you get the idea of someone setting out on a journey. You know, the penguin's got the little bag over his shoulder and everything. I think he's got a little dog with him too. Oh, no little dog in this one, but you get the idea, right? So she's sort of holding true to the traditional style of the artwork, but giving it its own whimsical twist, which I think is fantastic and adorable. The other thing I like about this deck, and what I do like about the original Rider-Waite, is they're very colorful. Not drawn to black and white decks, so the colors in this are very nice as well. I find it quite captivating to look at. And I should have said this from the start, but this is my very first ever review, so forgive me for that. But everything that I'm talking about is my own opinion. So if you look at this and you're like, well, I like big cards, then there you go. That's great. You might not like working with this as much as you would a larger deck, right? Or you prefer black and white cards. Okay, so maybe you would prefer it if these were in like a black and white or sepia tone or something like that. So again, it's personal preference. I'm telling you what I like, and I'm also letting you know what they're like so that if it's not your jam, you might go, okay, I might not gravitate towards this deck, or I will. And of course, you should, just because it's so cute. Okay, so enough about that. So yeah, images and artwork, love it. Great job. The other thing I want to talk about is the description on the cards. And by that, I mean, are there words on here to tell us what this card is? And there is. We have number 0 for the Fool, similar to the Rider-Waite. The Rider-Waite has the writing on the bottom saying the Fool. And then we have the card number 0 at the top. So the fact that we have that writing down here to tell us the card number and what it is by description is fantastic. The font, it's large enough and easy enough to read that I really like that as well. I've seen quite a few decks where there is no description at all. And if the designer, right, stays more true to the original Rider-Waite, you can usually kind of tell what the card is. If you deviate from that standard, then it makes the reader have to work harder to figure out what that card is. If you're using it for personal use and you're just having fun, that's usually not a big deal. But if you're a professional reader like I am, you have to be able to go through this very quickly. I can't sit there going, okay, is that the Fool or is it the Hierophant? You can't really do that when you're reading personally, right? Or professionally, sorry. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So font, good job, love it. Okay, next we're going to talk about the packaging. So I'm going to put the cards down for now. So here's the box it came in. It is a lovely hard box, not a tuck box. Hate them. Like, you definitely lose points for that. The other thing I want to talk about, okay, a couple things. The box is roughly the same size as the cards, right? I like this because it's not excess packaging. The other thing is, if you are a collector or if you have a lot of cards, these take up space. So I think personally that creators need to think about that when they're designing their decks and choosing their packaging. If you have something, okay, I'm gonna go grab now, because it's right here, the most ridiculous packaging I think I've ever seen from a size perspective. I should have pulled this out before, but holy shit, peeps. Wait till you see this, okay? Like, wait till you see this thing. Like, okay, look, what the fuck is that? It's fucking crazy, right? Why? Why? What is the point? Is it, you know, everyone thinks bigger is better? Not always, sometimes, but not always, right? So to me, if you have a moderately sized packaging, like moderate sized packaging, that goes in tune with what you're doing, that's all that's needed. It's more about quality than quantity, right? So that's the first thing. The size of the packaging to me is great. It's perfect. It's lovely. Here's what I will say about these boxes. Tuck boxes are different. We're not going to talk about that. But these that are like the hard case boxes, there is one thing that I will say about these that makes a difference. Let me grab another box. This is a good one. Okay. So here's another hard box, right? And this one is one where you pull the lid off. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with it. There are little notches cut out here so you can actually grasp the bottom box and pull up the top lid. Great idea. This box does not have that. What it does have is an opening from the side, and it's a magnetic closure. So you don't have to worry about struggling with the box trying to get it open. This is actually a nice little feature. And look what they've got, like, look what she's done inside. This is so cute. Necessary? No, it's just a nice detail. And if packaging is important to you, you might really like this. This is what the back card looks like, as we discussed, and then just a little thing here. I think it's so cute, right? So packaging, fantastic. Good job. I mean, she's like doing so well with this, seriously. Last thing I want to talk about is the book that comes with the deck. So most decks will come with some type of leaflet, booklet, whatever for you to refer to. This is the one that comes with this particular deck. Cute, small, fits, whatever. It's not the best quality book. In terms of when you open it, you kind of have to crack the pages a little more. That's it. The book itself, though, really is a decent quality. It's not too big. It's not too thick. Dawn did a great job in putting images of the cards in here, and everything's in color, which is nice. Again, I'm going to go back to the same thing as packaging. I really don't care about the books and the packaging as much as I do the cards. There are, like I said, those markers that I look for, like excess packaging and whatnot. Same with the books. Like, this is great. It's a tiny little book. It has the information in here if you are so inclined to read it. And just a good job on the book. Another thing I will say about this is this particular deck is what Dawn has done is she's put her interpretation of each card, which is great if you want to refer to that. And for each card, each and every card in the deck, she relates it to a particular song. And she puts the song title and artist at the bottom of her description. So adorable. So not do I only get penguins out of this deck, I get music, which I love. It's another thing that I love. I've got music going all the time. And she refers a lot to classic rock and like obscure songs and stuff that I think, like, I'm like, do people even know what this song is? I know what it is, but does anyone else? Yes, Dawn does. Dawn does. Another great job. So that kind of wraps up everything. Those are the points that I wanted to walk through when talking about this lovely, lovely deck. And yeah, I can't say enough good about this. And honestly, not just because I'm a penguin freak. I really do think that Dawn has done like a phenomenal job in all aspects of putting this lovely little deck together. So for that, Dawn, out of 10 possible points, I am giving this deck a 42. Yeah, you got a 42. Fantastic deck. Everybody, I'm putting the link below where you can find this. It's not something I will be selling on my store, but yes, I want everyone to have a copy of this just because it's so stinking cute. Anyway, hope you liked the review. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think of the deck, and if you get it, reach out and let me know. So until next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, everybody. Bye.